folks, again, I'm going to have to kind of break into things here because we do have a new tornado warning in effect for parts of Pearl River County on that little cell that I was just talking about a couple of minutes ago, just off to the south and west of Brooklyn. This is a tornado warning in effect for the cell that you do see on the screen, and the area that we're most concerned is right about there or so, and it looks like we've got some development back off to the north and east as well, but I think we're most concerned about down here. And what we'll do is we'll switch it over to the velocity, and we'll grab the velocity here out of New Orleans to get a better peek at what we're looking at in here. And I know this is really messy, and it's going to be, unfortunately, given all the rain that we're dealing with. But we're talking about a tornado possibly on the ground that's going to be just off to the south of 26, kind of right in this ballpark here, north of Silver Run, off to the north, and east of Savannah, and just off to the east of Poplarville or so. We're talking about, let's see here, we'll get a kind of a 5 miles off northwest of Silver Run. We're about 5 miles off northeast of Savannah, and about 7 miles off to the east-southeast of Poplarville. And getting the latest information from the National Weather Service on this warning. I'll see if I can't pull up some info for you folks at home on the screen here. And again, tornado warning in effect for the cell that you do see on the screen. This is for Pearl River County until 5:45. So this is a short-lived warning for the cell right here that you do see on the screen. It's only going to last for about another 20 minutes or so. The National Weather Service thinking that this is going to be a relative short-lived event as this continues northeast at about 30 miles an hour or so. We can put a storm track on this for you folks that are watching us down off to the south. And eventually it'll be toward Texas at 5:45 and Fruitland Park at 5:56 and Maxie by just shy of 6 o'clock or so. But it does look like, you know, if we run this back a quick second, it does look like the main bulk of this storm is going to be tailing a little more east of true northeast, which puts it in Texas at 5:45 and Wiggins at 5:59. And again, that's outside of the polygon here. Because you're going from Pearl River County, which is Slidell's area, and we're heading into Mobile's area, which is Stone County. So the National Weather Service most likely getting in on chat with themselves to try and figure out if they're going to extend this warning a little bit farther and into Stone County, if they're going to extend this with the folks up in Jackson, extend this into Forest County. But right now down in Pearl River County, a tornado warning is in effect, and again, it's for this area right here. Where you see all the lightning, that's where you've got the strongest updraft, and that's where we're most concerned about the opportunity for a tornado. We got plenty of rain and wind and hail pretty much everywhere across the area. So if you're watching this right now and you're saying, hey, it's bad near me, what about where I live? Well, you don't have a tornado warning in effect for you right now, and in fact, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Jones County, but outside of that, we're talking about just some strong thunderstorms out there with some rain and wind. But the tornado warning down off to the south, and again, this is just off to the south of Highway 26 in Pearl River County. There's 26 right there. As it crosses over into Pearl River County, it looks like the main section that we're most concerned about is going to be just off to the south of 26, just across the county line there between Stone County and Pearl River counties right now. We're going to zoom this back out real quick, and I want to kind of set the stage. And again, a severe thunderstorm warning, or watch I should say, in effect for everywhere. The other severe thunderstorm warning is in effect right now for sections of Jones County. And it looks like we now have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Lamar and Marion County. Here's the one for Jones County. And again, that's in effect for this cell right here, which is moving through parts of Moselle and up toward Ellisville or so. This will continue to ride off north and east before getting caught up in the main flow that is pushing off south and east, and then it'll push back off to the southeast. And then the other severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect, and I know for you folks in Lamar and Marion counties, and that is for wind gusts to 50 to 60 miles an hour and probably some hail up to the size of quarters. But the reason that we're jumping on and kind of taking over the news here for the last couple of minutes is the tornado warning that's in effect for Pearl River County, and the area of most concern is kind of right in there, right as you cross into parts of Stone County. If we go full screen with the graphics real quick for folks at home, thanks guys, appreciate that. And again, we're talking about what's going on Pearl River County, and this goes in effect until 5:45. So again, it's a short-lived tornado warning, but nevertheless, please do take this storm very seriously. And they're saying that a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Poplarville. It says it's moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Some of the words that the National Weather Service is using, they're saying that the rotation is a little less defined right now after a couple of minutes of watching this. But they did mention that quarter-sized hail is also going to be possible. They're concerned with the flying debris, though, that this may pick up. So, again, folks, if you're in the path of this storm, what I always like to tell you to do is get to that interior room and that interior bathroom. And I don't just mean a bathroom that's inside or a room that's inside. I mean the inside of your house, so the most interior section. You want to get away from those exterior walls and those exterior windows and put basically as much stuff between you and this storm as you possibly can, folks. We want to keep you safe from this. Much stuff between you and this storm as you possibly can, and get to that safe place. I like the bathroom, that interior bathroom, because it has some pipes and it usually has a little extra stability to it, folks. So if you could get there, that's usually the best place to be. Grab the pillows and the blankets off the bed as you head that direction, and just kind of keep yourself safe. Protect yourself. If you have a helmet, Patrick always says grab the helmet as you head in there, and that's just a great thing to do. Grab the cell phone as well. Turn the TV up real loud. Make sure you can hear the kind of latest information with this. But again, the National Weather Service was talking about how this may be loosening a little bit, maybe not as tight of a rotation in here as it crosses over the county line. Again, we're talking about kind of right in here or so as it crosses in to Stone County as we head through the next about 15 to 20 minutes or so. I think we got Patrick mic'd up in here, and perhaps he's got some of the some new information from the Weather Service here as he continues to kind of get things situated. But again, if you're living in Stone County right now and up toward parts of southern Lamar County, you folks are not in this, but this storm is moving your direction. I mentioned Brooklyn a little bit.